Back live at CollectCo for part 2 of tonight's live Facebook record sale. Seth will be guest hosting part 2 tonight. And he said, let's do it. Alrighty. Let me put some new ice in my drink. Yes, we are live. And it is 10 o'clock. Let's see who's on. Let's see who's our committed CollectCo group for part 2. Hopefully we have them on here. When you're on and watching, just comment and let me know. We are going to show you some. The first couple crates I have are 14 and 99 crates. 14 and 19.99 are crates. Y'all probably didn't expect me to be back on at 10:30 either, did you? I just now seeing comments come in. Everybody's like, whoa. He's actually back on at 10:30, like he said. Yes, and I'm going to be probably doing exactly 1 hour. Because as I was at break, I realized I started thinking about all the stuff I have to do tonight. And I got to be somewhere actually in the morning at like 6:30, 7-ish. And so that's usually what time I've been leaving here. So I got to get some stuff done wickedly fast tonight so I can maybe get a few hours sleep. I'll probably just stay awake, though, and then sleep tomorrow afternoon. That was my plan anyway. But I do have a lot of stuff to do. Right, Tanner? Tanner said, sure. Okay, so let's condense some crates. This is the first crate. This was the last crate we did from part 1, which still has some great records in it. Also, Edward Star Wars, if you're listening, I did sell you the Rolling Stones box set for $136. So that is sold to Edward Star Wars. Edward Star Wars, that's sold to you. I'm going to let everybody get on because we have some 14 and 99 on sale crates. These were handpicked by me during the break, and there's some great records in there. Let me go ahead and actually go to Facebook and get this shared. Part 2. Let's go to group, and let's share that the whole lot of records. And this is part 2. So hopefully everybody's on now. Punctual Chad for part 2. So yeah, somebody was asking about these LPs. I'm going to put those away. There was one crate of vintage. There's the other. We might can do one more recap or crate condense. Yeah, we can do a crate condense here. We can put these and these. And I think that's going to leave the 5 crates of vintage we sold have now condensed into, I think, 2, 3, about 2.5. I think there's more that I don't have set over here yet. Yeah, there is. That's okay. There's those and those. How was supper? I had some, I don't know what that was. I guess that was roast and potatoes and carrots and green beans and very good. How much I owe you, Seth? He said it was on the house. That was Seth's, somebody in his family that cooked that. I'm in debt to him. All right. Empty crates everywhere. I love it. Sold a lot of vintage there in part 1. We're going to sell some more right now, especially with these on sale records. Comfort food. Yep. Pretty good stuff. All right. So let's do some let's do some on sale. He wouldn't let me have, now listen to this though. Maybe y'all can convince him otherwise. I would be in a much better sales mood if he would let me have some of the honey bun cake. You know what Seth told me, everybody? I said, can I have some of this cake? He said, no, you cannot. And he was being serious too. He wouldn't let me have, he's got this whole cake. Wouldn't let me have one piece of it. He wouldn't let me have one piece. And this is why he gets fired on the daily. Can you believe that? He's been serious too. I hope your mom or dad is watching, Seth, because they would be disappointed in your actions. Okay. First batch of records we're going to have here. From here, they're all $19.99, and that's a fantastic on sale price. It's not going to be $16. They're not going to be $17, and they're also not going to be $29.99. They're $19.99. I'm going to go through them. The first batch are all $19.99 right here. Great vintage on sale. here's what we have. Lou Reed Live, Take No Prisoners. This is near mint. It's a 2 LP. That's a half off record at $19.99. $19.99 for Lou Reed Live, Take No Prisoners, 2 LP, gatefold with the original inner sleeves, $19.99. I have a feeling Seth's going to come around and let me have a piece of cake before he leaves here tonight. I would hope so, as much as I do for him on a daily basis, but we'll see. Maybe we'll see. Thomas Hujar gets the first 1999er. That's sold to Thomas Hujar for $19.99. The next record is also $19.99. What if someone offers $20? I will decline. They're $19.99. That's sold to Scotty, or excuse me, that's sold to Thomas for $19.99. Next is the Cars. I was just in the back listening to some tracks. A classic debut album. And this one's not bad. It's EX. Nice jacket too. It is a club copy with the original inner sleeve. $19.99. One of my favorite tracks is on here. Buy Love. The Cars. Self-titled. EX condition. $19.99. If you don't have a copy already, just go ahead and buy it. You're going to thank me later. It's one of the greatest albums ever. The Cars is $19.99. The next $19.99 record is Bob Seger, Against the Wind. $19.99 for Bob Seger's Against the Wind. Of course, that song's on here. Another big hit is Her Strut. Great song. And You'll Accompany Me is on here as well. Has the original inner sleeve. No condition notes on the vinyl. Super nice copy for $19.99. So we have the Cars and we have Bob Seger. Those are both $19.99. James Brown. This is pretty much almost a half-off record. VG Plus condition. 1960. Was that a 60 mono? 69. I was about to say that's a little early. 69 mono VG Plus condition, but still not bad for James Brown. $19.99. That's James Brown Plays James Brown Today and Yesterday, featuring James Brown at the organ. Somebody needs to pick that up. $19.99. If you're just joining us, all these are $19.99. The Rolling Stones Black and Blue. Nice copy. Gatefold does have a punch hole down here on Mick's chin. Or they punched a hole right through Mick's chin. But other than that, it has the original inner sleeve. And this is $19.99 for the Rolling Stones Black and Blue. That is a superb copy. Rolling Stones Black and Blue, $19.99. By the way, if you haven't already, please go ahead and share the feed. I know we're probably going to be live for about an hour doing on-sale stuff, but sharing, there may be one person that finds us, hops on, and buys something. That one purchase would be great, but that also means they might stick with us and buy for the rest of eternity. So, $19.99 on everything so far in this crate. These are all on sale prices. Here is one of the best compilations of all time. Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young so far. That's near mint with a VG Plus jacket or better. $19.99 on CSNY. And Lou Reed, Sally Can't Dance. Lou Reed is $19.99. Another on sale. This was originally $34.99. I've sold several at that price. This one just casually laying around in the bins. Orange RCA label OG. Lou Reed is $19.99. Everything in here is $19.99, including the Beach Boys in shrink wrap. The Beach Boys Party, someone wrote $1.98 with red Sharpie on the cover, but this is a 65 Scranton press in shrink wrap, $19.99. Gatefold Beach Boys. It's supposed to come with some photos. The photos are long gone, but that's only $19.99. That's a very nice copy of that album in shrink wrap, Beach Boys Party, 65 Scranton press. On sale price is $19.99. Eric Clapton's Rainbow Concert. This is also on sale, a price of $19.99. This is an Italian, near mint minus. This is Eric Clapton's Rainbow Concert, $19.99 for Eric Clapton's Rainbow Concert. We also have Alice Cooper Special Forces, on sale price, $19.99. Everything in here is $19.99. And most of them I've handpicked are super nice and should be instant sellers if we have the people on who need them and who want them. John Lill gets Eric Clapton. That was $19.99 Tanner. Todd Tipton gets Alice Cooper. That was $19.99 Tanner. And Warren Zevon is near mint and shrink wrap. This is Bad Luck Streak and Dancing School. Warren Zevon, $19.99. So far, the first batch of this crate is all $19.99 until we get to this record right here. And then it's going to be $14.99 stuff. But right now, everything's $19.99. I think I've got this at half off. Eric Burden Declares War. It's a very nice copy too. MGM, blue and gold label. Decently nice jacket. It is got a little bit of a cutout right here. $19.99 on Eric Burden Declares War. Willie and the Poor Boys. This is $19.99. This has Jimmy Page, Charlie Watts, Bill Wyman, and others. That's just $19.99. That was originally $26.99, and I can't believe it didn't sell. Dire Straits Communique, $19.99 on Dire Straits Communique. Also a really nice copy with the original sleeve. The vinyl is near mint minus. Dire Straits Communique. Eric Clapton Backless. Eric Clapton is $19.99. This is a gatefold Eric Clapton Backless, super clean copy, and it has the gold font right there. $19.99. I've seen some that doesn't have that. Thomas Hujar first on Willie and the Poor Boys, and John Lill first on Eric Clapton. Once again, these are all $19.99. Thomas gets Willie, John gets Eric. We have Crosby, Stills, and Nash, 4-Way Street. I've got this one marked off considerably. It is a club pressing, has a club sticker on the back. Nice jacket, and of course, nice vinyl as well. Super hard to find these in really clean condition. This one's really nice. Just $19.99. That's a 2LP live CSNY. Todd Tipton needs to put back Alice Cooper that's in that stack. Bob Dylan Street Legal. This is now just $19.99 for Bob Dylan Street Legal. $19.99 on that. And Alice Cooper Special Forces is going back in the bin. Special Forces near mint with the original inner sleeve. That's now back available, also $19.99. George Harrison, 33 1/3. George Harrison solo album does have a saw mark right here, gatefold, super clean copy. That is $19.99. Everything so far in this bin is on sale, $19.99. Like Superman the movie. This is a 2LP soundtrack gatefold. Superman the movie cover does show some signs of minor ring wear, shelf wear. Has the sticker on the back with the track listing. That is $19.99. Superman the movie soundtrack, $19.99. Superman the movie soundtrack. Jethro Tull Live. This is a really nice copy. For some reason, mostly because of the color of the cover, these are usually pretty beat. This is actually really nice. This is Jethro Tull Live, 2LP, and overall, it's pretty close to a near mint minus copy overall. That's Jethro Tull Live, also $19.99. Now we have Paul Simon Graceland. Got that marked $10 off at $19.99. This is one of those, probably the first go around. I was like, how did this not sell? Now it's $19.99. Also has the original inner sleeve, $19.99. And Mr. Go On, $19.99. Mr. Go On. This is Mr. from, I was looking for a year, $19.99 on that one. And the last $19.99 record before we shift over to $14.99 is Fleetwood Mac Tusk. Just $19.99. Fleetwood Mac Tusk, 2LP with all the inner sleeves. John Lill gets Mr. $19.99. Do punch holes and saw marks devalue records? Mostly, yes. I would say overall, the answer to that question would be yes. But the value of all this really just depends on you, Todd. If you don't think they devalue it, then they don't. But if you think they do devalue it, then they do. But overall, yes. But you are the one buying it, so they're valued at whatever you want to pay for them. These are all $19.99. I'm going to flip through these one more time. From Fleetwood Mac to the back of the crate, these are all $19.99. Then I'll show you the stuff that I've got marked for $14.99. Fleetwood Mac Tusk. We have Paul Simon Graceland. Incredible titles in here for $19.99. They're all super clean and nice. Fleetwood Mac, Paul Simon, Jethro Tull Live, Superman soundtrack, George Harrison, Alice Cooper, Bob Dylan Street Legal, Crosby, Stills, and Nash 4-Way Street, Dire Straits Communique, Eric Burdon Declares War, Warren Zevon, Bad Luck Streak and Dancing School, The Beach Boys Party, Lou Reed, Crosby, Stills, and Nash So Far, so did John Smetzer for $19.99. And we have the Rolling Stones Black and Blue, James Brown Plays James Brown, Bob Seger Against the Wind, and The Cars, self-titled debut, EX Condition, $19.99. So those are all $19.99. Here, Fords, everything's going to be $14.99. These are all $19.99, and now I'm about to show you everything that is $14.99. If you want to see any of those a little closer, let me know. These are all $14.99. This is Jackie DeShannon, Put a Little Love in Your Heart with Hop Sticker. This is $14.99. It is sealed. Jackie DeShannon, Put a Little Love in Your Heart, sealed with Hop Sticker. That's $14.99. Also, Crosby, Stills, and Nash Allies. Crosby, Stills, and Nash Allies. That's $14.99. Return to Forever, featuring Chick Corea, Hymn of the Seventh Galaxy. $14.99 to Return to Forever, featuring Chick Corea. That was $14.99 on that one. We also have George Thorogood and the Destroyers, $14.99. George Thorogood and Destroyers, $14.99 on this one. Has 1 bourbon, 1 scotch, 1 beer. Sherry Darnell wants Crosby, Stills, and Nash Allies. Tanner, that was the first one so far that was $14.99. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Greatest Hits. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Greatest Hits is $14.99. Elvis Golden Records. This is an orange RCA label pressing of this. Hound Dog, All Shook Up, Heartbreak Hotel. That is $14.99. And Thompson Twins, Into the Gap. $10 off on that one. Now just $14.99 for the Thompson Twins. Original winter sleeve in that one. Billy Thorpe, East of Eden's Gate. That has a saw mark on it. $14.99 for Billy Thorpe, East of Eden's Gate. $14.99. And Elvis Costello, Goodbye Cruel World. Elvis Costello, $14.99. Goodbye Cruel World, Elvis Costello. James Taylor, Never Say Die. James Taylor is $14.99. Looks like a very clean copy with the original lyric inner sleeve. $14.99 on that. If you're just joining us, we're doing an on-sale crate of $14.99. All these are marked down, including the James Gang Passing Through. James Gang Passing Through is $14.99. And we also have Joe Jackson, Body and Soul. Joe Jackson, Body and Soul, $14.99 on that. Jeff McMaster on JG, which is the James Gang. That's $14.99. Dan Benedict, you were second. Iron Butterfly Ball. Iron Butterfly Ball is $14.99. Craig Thomas wants Joe Jackson. That was also $14.99. So did Craig Thomas. Hall & Oates in shrink wrap with hop sticker. Got this one marked $10 off at $14.99. Hall & Oates, Big Bam Boom. Cyndi Lauper, What's Going On? That is a 12-inch single. It is in shrink wrap. $14.99. $14.99. Cyndi Lauper, What's Going On? Manfred Mann's Earth Band, The Roaring Silence. This has Blinded by the Light on it. $14.99. Jeff McMaster wants CL, which is Cyndi Lauper. Shrink wrap hop sticker on that one. Also $14.99. Heart, Dog, and Butterfly. It's got some writing here on the cover, but that is now $5 off. Heart is $14.99 for Dog and Butterfly. Fine Young Cannibals, shrink wrap and hop sticker. This is $14.99 on sale price on that. And Toto Isolation. Toto Isolation, $14.99. Live Elvin Bishop, Raising Hell. This is $14.99. Live Elvin Bishop, Raising Hell, $14.99 on that. 2LP. And Return to Forever, featuring Chick Corea, No Mystery. That is $14.99. Todd Tipton wants Toto. When I was back there picking some of these out, I was like, well, we haven't had a Toto record tonight, I don't think. So I better pull this one so someone will buy one so we can have our nightly Toto sale. That's sold to Todd Tipton for $14.99. Bad Company, Rough Diamonds. The edges on this one's not too bad. I've seen some that's pretty beat up. This was not too bad. I've got that at $14.99 now. Bad Company, Rough Diamonds. And Country Joe and the Fish, Greatest Hits. Country Joe and the Fish, Greatest Hits. That's a yellow Vanguard label. I was about to say, is that a promo? I guess it's not. That's a yellow Vanguard label, though. Country Joe and the Fish, Greatest Hits, $14.99. Joni Mitchell, For the Roses. Joni Mitchell is $14.99 for the Roses. Joni Mitchell. Sonny and Cher Live. This is a sealed copy of Sonny and Cher Live. Has one little blip right here. It looks like it was trying to cut it out maybe. I really don't know. That is $14.99. That is sealed live Sonny and Cher. Paul McCartney and Wings London Town. That is $14.99 for Paul McCartney and Wings London Town. Supertramp is available for $14.99, even in the quietest of moments. Give a little bit. $14.99 on Supertramp. J. Giles Bloodshot. This is the OG that is on the red vinyl. The J. Giles Band Bloodshot. $14.99. That's the red vinyl version of that. Little Feat, Let It Roll. Little Feat is $14.99. Craig Thomas wants ST, which is Supertramp. Songs on Hall & Oates. I don't know if Craig's with us on part 2 or not, so I'll go ahead and read those off right quick for Linda Lamb. Includes the hits Out of Touch, Method of Modern Love, Some Things Are Better Left Unsaid, Bank on Your Love, Going Through the Motions, Cool, Dark, and Yesterday, All American Girl, Passion, Obsession, Possession Obsession, and Dance on Your Knees. That's $14.99. Craig wants Johnson, not Thomas. Craig Johnson. Sorry, Craig Johnson. Tanner's shaking his head in agreement. He's got it. Craig Johnson got Supertramp for $14.99. Steve Miller Band, number 5. Steve Miller Band number 5, green capital label. This is a very nice copy, gatefold, $14.99 for Steve Miller Band number 5. We also have Richie Havens live on stage. This is a German pressing of Richie Havens live on stage. Red Polydor, perfect vinyl, about a VG Plus cover. That is $14.99 for Richie Havens. And Brain Salad Surgery, Emerson, Lake and Palmer. This has the die cut cover that opens up as such. $14.99 for Brain Salad Surgery, Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Let me put that back in the sleeve like it's supposed to be, like this. Thin Lizzy has already sold. Thin Lizzy has already sold. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, there's one more. Elton John. Elton John, a single man. This is $14.99 for Elton John, a single man. Gatefold. Has the original inner sleeve with it. $14.99. Elton John, a single band. Let's see here. Let's go through those one more time. Emerson, Lake and Palmer have the poster. I don't think so. Does this come with a poster? I don't know if this one comes with a poster. Let's see what we have here. It has a book. I was about to say, yes, it has. Well, I guess it's like a poster book. But yes, it's in there. Has the original Atlantic inner sleeve too. Book, poster, pretty much the same thing. Depending on how you hang it, I guess. One copy. You need multiple copies of every record. You need at least 2 or 3 copies of every record. Different pressings, different variants. Shrink wrap, no shrink wrap. Hop stickers, no hop stickers. Like Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Brain Salad Surgery, if you don't have about 5 different copies of this, then you're truly not collecting. You got to have about a dozen different versions of that. German, UK, Brazil, Taiwan, Mexico, US, Japanese Obi, German, everything. Now, I know some people that definitely have multiple copies of a lot of different albums. I'm one of those. Dark Side of the Moon. You want to have multiple different copies of Dark Side of the Moon, especially if you want to listen to it like 5 times in a row. So, okay, did Nick Bargeron, let me know if you want that. So I'm going to go through the $19.99 stuff one more time. So from here back, everything was $19.99 on sale. Great titles, great condition. I'm going to read those one more time. I don't think there's anything in here that's check condition. So if you just join us, everything in here is $19.99. The Cars, self-titled. We have Bob Seger, Against the Wind. These are all $19.99. The Cars, self-titled. That was EX. Bob Seger was near mint. James Brown was VG+. The Rolling Stones, Black and Blue. Lou Reed, Sally Can't Dance. The Beach Boys, Party. Warren Zevon, Bad Luck Streak and Dancing School. Eric Burdon Declares War. Dire Straits, Communique. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. And Bob Dylan, Street Legal. Arthur Prosser on RS, which is the Rolling Stones. I think I might need to go through these a little closer one more time. Arthur Prosser got that, and Scotty Hobbs wants George Harrison, which was 33 1/3. 33 1/3. Didn't think I needed one more till Chad showed a pristine copy. Oh, in the way, shrink wrap a hop sticker. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I guess, collecting, coin collecting. There's some people who have thousands of the same Morgan silver dollar. Those are $19.99. George Harrison and the Rolling Stones are both $19.99. So we have the Car self-titled EX condition, $19.99. That has the original inner sleeve with it as well. I'm going to go through these $19.99 ones one more time kind of in detail. Some great prices, great titles. EX, $19.99 on that. We also have Bob Seger, Against the Wind. That is $19.99. And James Brown, Plays James Brown, Yesterday and Today. That was a 69 mono VG Plus condition, $19.99 on that. Arthur Prosser Wants the Cars. Bob Seger, James Brown still available. Lou Reed, Sally Can't Dance, and this was near mint, $19.99. Lou Reed, Sally Can't Dance, $19.99. And the Beach Boys Party. Beach Boys Party, 65 Scranton Press. That's in shrink wrap, $19.99. And Bad Luck Streak and Dancing School, Warren Zevon. That is also $19.99. Eric Burdon Declares War. That was $19.99 at half off. Dire Straits Communique was $19.99, super clean copy. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, Four-Way Street. That is $19.99. Bob Dylan Street Legal is $19.99. Alice Cooper Special Forces, $19.99 for Alice Cooper Special Forces. Superman the Movie, that's a 2LP, has the track listing. Looks like they added the track listing sticker later to these jackets. $19.99 on that. Jethro Tull Live is $19.99. Paul Simon Graceland is $19.99. And then the last $19.99 record in there was Fleetwood Mac Tusk. Now the $14.99 records were Jackie DeShannon, which was sealed, Return to Forever. These are all $14.99. George Thorogood and Destroyers. Craig Johnson said he'll take the James Brown. That's so to Craig. The Cars was $19.99, and so was James Brown. Craig Johnson also wants Fleetwood Mac. Those are all $19.99. $14.99 for George Thorogood. Blood, Sweat, and Tears Greatest Hits. Elvis Golden Records. The Thompson Twins, Into the Gap. Billy Thorpe, East of Eden's Gate. Elvis Costello, Goodbye Cruel World. James Taylor, Never Say Die. Iron Butterfly Ball, we have Manfred Mann, The Roaring Silence. Sherry Darnell wants James Taylor at $14.99, Tanner. That's $14.99, Sherry Darnell and James Taylor. Carol Seeley wants George Thorogood. That is sold to Carol Seeley on George Thorogood. Arthur Prosser wants EC, which is Elvis Costello. So JT, GT, and EC were all $14.99. Nick, George Thorogood's already sold. Is Elvis the RCA label? It's an orange RCA label. Yes, orange RCA label, which makes that, well, John just put orange RCA label, $14.99. Heart, Dog, and Butterflies, $14.99. Fine Young Cannibals, $14.99. Elvin Bishop Live, Raising Hell, $14.99 on that. And Return to Forever, featuring Chick Corea, No Mystery, $14.99. Bad Company, Rough Diamonds. Bad Company is $14.99. Country Joe and the Fish, Greatest Hits, $14.99 on that. Bert said he will take the Elvis Golden Records. That is sold to Bert Jordan. And Joni Mitchell For the Roses, $14.99. Hits on Bad Company. I don't know if there is a quote hit on this one. None that I normally see like on compilations. Electra Land, Untie the Knot, Nothing on the TV, Painted Face, Kick Down, Ballad of the Band, Cross Country Boy, Old Mexico, Downhill Rider, and Racetrack, $14.99 on that. Sonny and Cher Live. Sealed, $14.99. Sealed, $14.99. Paul McCartney and Wings, London Town, $14.99. Jay Giles Band, Bloodshot, and that was on the red vinyl. $14.99. Little Feat, Let It Roll, that was $14.99. Also, the Hall & Oates and Shrink Wrap and Hop Sticker is $14.99. Steve Miller Band number 5, Very Nice, copy at $14.99. Richie Havens, Live on Stage, $14.99. And Elton John, A Single Man, $14.99. Brain Salad Surgery, that has the original sleeve, and we just confirmed it has the book with it too. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, $14.99. So, Craig Johnson said he'll take ELP. And I was about to say, yeah, this is Paul Rogers. Usually just about, even though there may not be hits on here, usually if Paul Rogers is singing something, it sounds pretty good to me. Carol Seeley on Steve Miller Band. Steve Miller Band sold. Well, we knocked out about half of that crate. I do have another crate of on-sale stuff. I think we're going to do another crate of vintage. I don't know what we'll do over there. We might do one of those. Nick Bargeron says he'll take Bad Company. Let's see. I was going to do a Buy It Now Best Offer crate from like maybe earlier last week, or we can do some $6.99 stuff. I haven't done any like $6.99 stuff in a while, and I have some stuff I'm trying to thin out over here I've accumulated. So anybody else, I'm probably going to add to this, then post a group on that. I can't read this crate. I don't know if we're ready for that tonight. I don't know if we're ready for any of that. And what was the other one? Recaps from Saturday night. The metal messed that up. Saturday night. Yes, that was, we can do, let's go through a $6.99 crate, and then I'll probably pull one of those most recent crates that were like one of those last ones we showed from Saturday night, because we didn't get to go through it all. We had a lot left over. So Manfred Mann sold. J.J. Wilson wants the Manfred Mann Roaring Silence. That was $14.99, Tanner. And let's see here. Okay, so yeah, let me figure out what we're going to do next. I had that one kind of pre-planned. Now I've got to the point where I'm like, well, What's next? Let me figure out what I've got over here. Does anybody else need an Eddie Munson? We got them stacked up everywhere over here. Pretty cool looking figure. I might keep one. Let's see if this is the bin. So the other night I went through, yeah, I think this is it. I went through like maybe well, some of these. Hold on, hold the phone. Some of these maybe not. There's going to be some killer deals in here, though. Let me pull out a few things. I'm going to pull out a few things, but I promise I'll auction them. But let me go through these one more time. If I do this crate at $6.99, there should be a lot of it sold. Now, I will say that I think we've been through these at half off, or maybe we did a buy it now best offer on it. Maybe we did a buy it now best offer, and I think that's what this was. It was a buy it now best offer. Let me take a look here. I'm going to pull a few. I've seen a couple Clapton records and some other stuff that it would hurt my stomach if we sold for that. But I'm leaving quite a bit of great titles in here. I'll come back and get those auctions in just a second. So yeah, this is kind of the reward as always for coming back for part 2. There's great stuff in here. Great stuff in here, and it's just going to be $6.99. $6.99. Okay, let's go through these. I'll bring over the stuff I pulled out the auction in just a second. $6.99. You heard correctly. That's $7 records minus 1 penny. $6.99. Richie Havens, Stonehenge. Richie Havens, $6.99. $6.99. You're going to be hearing me say that a lot. Charlie, Lines. Charlie is $6.99. Gandraharva, that is Beaver and Krause. That is $6.99. I don't think I said that correctly. Mick Jagger, She's the Boss. $6.99 on Mick Jagger. Gladys Knight and the Pips, All I Need Is Time. Gladys Knight is $6.99. Dr. John, Distinctively Bonnaroo, a 74 UK pressing. Somebody needs to be all over that at $6.99. Eddie Kendricks, Vintage 78, $6.99. Nigel Del Rocket wants Boss. She's the Boss. That is so did Nigel Del Rocket. Tanner, these are all $6.99. Gray Slick, Manhole, $6.99 on that one. Billy Underwood wants Dr. John, and Scott Snee wants Charlie, which is Lines. These are all $6.99. Kiki D, Patterns. This is the one that had the audition stamp on the back. $6.99 for Kiki D. The Doobie Brothers, Living on the Fault Line. That is $6.99. Scott Snee got Charlie. Chasing Hart, Tommy, you were second to Dr. John, and Sherry Darnell gets Gray Slick. $6.99. Ian Matthews, Hit and Run. Ian Matthews is $6.99. So is Jerry Butler's Ice on Ice. That's a white label promo, $6.99. Ian Thomas Band, Good Night, Mizra's Calabash, $6.99 on that. Ian Thomas Band, Gary U.S. Bonds, Dedication, $6.99. Craig Johnson on JB, which is Jerry Butler. That's so to Craig Johnson. I Remember Russ, Jerry Vale. Let me go get those records I pulled the auction. $6.99. How many times am I going to say that? Probably, if it's a crate of 50 or 60 records, I'll probably say it 150 or 200 times while I'm going through these. All right, let's do, let's see what I want to auction first here. Let's do this copy of Live Cream, and let's do Live Cream and the Birds. Let's do Live Cream and the Birds. And it's only going to be a $7 start. The Birds, $7 start. Gatefold, very nice. Looks like they were going to make it a saw mark, but didn't do it too much. Very nice vinyl, white asylum label, $7 on the Birds. Very clean copy. And then also for auction is Cream, Live Cream. Has a textured cover, should be on a yellow Atco label. This is Live Cream. The original Cream lineup has the original Atco inner sleeve, does have a saw mark, a couple creases on the corner. $7 starts on those. $7 for the Birds and $7 for Cream. Last claim was Craig Johnson on Jerry Butler. Just join us on sale crate of $6.99 records, including Leroy Van Dyke, Country Hits. That's a mono 1966 white label promo, $6.99. Peter, Paul, and Mary, $6.99. PPM self-titled. The Jolson Story, Memories, $6.99 on the Jolson Story. Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, Let's Go. Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, $6.99 on that one. It's Everly Time, the Everly Brothers. That's a Belgium import, $6.99 on the Everly Brothers. It's Everly Time. Linda Ronstadt, Simple Dreams, $6.99 on Linda Ronstadt. The Gene Pitney Story, $6.99 on the Gene Pitney Story. The Moody Blues, there they are. Caught Live, +5. The Moody Blues is $6.99. Arlo Guthrie, Power of Love. Arlo Guthrie is $6.99. Sherry Darnell wants JK and P. JK and P. GK, excuse me, GK. GK and P. That was Gladys Knight and the Pips from earlier, right back here. That's sold to Sherry Darnell for $6.99. We have Burt Jordan on MB, the Moody Blues. That's sold to Burt Jordan. These are both $6.99, Tanner. Carole King, Touch the Sky. That's in shrink wrap for $6.99. And Michael Ruff, Once in a Lifetime. Michael Ruff is EX condition, $6.99. David Polkey on Arlo Guthrie. That's sold to David Polkey. No, yeah, we just got a bid on these. So these are $7 starts. Live Cream is at $7 with Tawana. And the Birds, we're looking for a $7 start. Shout it out. BT Express, that's a white label promo. EX condition, $6.99. Bad Boy, Girl on the Run, that is $6.99. And the Association Vintage, established 1965, that's a rare 1983 U.S. comp. And it's now at a crazy price of $6.99. Todd Tipton says he'll take BB for Bad Boy. That's sold to Todd Tipton. If that was the Fine Young Cannibals Last Crate album, if that was the Fine Young Cannibals Last Crate, that was the Fine Young. So who wants this one from the Last Crate, I believe, is what if I'm reading that correctly. Hendry. I believe Hendry is saying he wants this right here for $14.99. I think that's what he's saying. That's Hendry's for $14.99. Last claim was Todd Tipton there, Bad Boy for $6.99. That's Hendry for $14.99. Birds is at 7, Cream is at 8, Cream is at 10. Birds is at 7, going once, going twice. John Denver, It's About Time, $6.99 for John Denver, It's About Time. The Monkees Headquarters, this is a VG Plus condition for $6.99, the Monkees Headquarters. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Trilogy, $6.99 for Trilogy. Kenny and the Casuals, No Exit. Kenny and the Casuals is sealed. That's Power Pop, sealed for $6.99. And Boz Scaggs, Down Two, Then Left. Boz Scaggs is $6.99. Craig Johnson wants Emerson, Lake and Palmer. That goes back to $6.99. Tanner, Nick, you're out on Live Cream at 10. Tawana has it for 10, but final call on the Birds for 7. Argent, Counterpoints. Argent is $6.99. Jeff McMaster wants Kenny and the Casuals for $6.99. Danny Johnson and the Bandits. Danny Johnson is $6.99. We also have the Pure Sounds of the Purified, James and Bobby, $6.99. Nigel Del Rocket takes Argent. Cream is now at 11. Tawana, you're out. Alan Parsons Project, Ammonia Avenue. That's also $6.99. We also have a new bid on the Birds at 10 and a new bid on Cream at 11. Stevie Wonder, Journey Through the Secret Life of Plants, just $6.99. Joni Mitchell, Clouds, just $6.99. Arthur Prosser, First to AP, which is Alan Parsons' project, and Sarah Long wants Stevie Wonder. Those are all $6.99. Crosby, Stills and Nash, CSN, $6.99. Toto, Turn Back. There's some more Toto. Has a radio station stamp and a gold stamp promo on the back. $6.99 for Toto. Jethro Tull, Minstrel in the Gallery, $6.99. Ray Toth says he'll take the Associations. Ray, if you're a first-time buyer with us, I don't think I've sold to you too many times. If you are, thank you and welcome. Make sure you message our page, CollectCo, with your email address and mailing address. Never mind, you're on YouTube. So Tanner is about to comment a link to our website. Make sure you click on that link and you fill out the form that you're a first-time buyer so we can send you an invoice on Monday. Tanner says you may have already sent a message earlier on Facebook. We're going to send you a link in the comments right now, but if you don't see that, let me know. But it's CollectCo We're going to share you the link right now, though. Craig Johnson gets JM, which was Joni Mitchell, $6.99. There is some great records in here for $6.99. This is why I ask everybody to please come back during part 2, because usually when I show crates like this, I'm hoping that we sell them all. That's why I do it. I try to free up some space for us and send y'all great records for $6.99. Cat Stevens, Back to Earth, $6.99. Crosby, Stills, and Nash, Allies, that is $6.99 for Crosby, Stills, and Nash, Allies. And Doug Kershaw, self-titled in shrink wrap, $6.99. We have Carole King, Rhymes and Reason, $6.99. Ray, there's the link. Let me know if that doesn't work out for you. Sherry Darnell on Cat Stevens, and Mel Webster gets Allies. George Delisle was second. So final call on the Birds. Sherry Darnell has it for 10. Nick Bargeron, you're out on the Birds. Sherry has it for 10. And Nick, you're out on Cream. Tawana has it for 12. We're waiting for you to say in or out on either one of those two. Next is Randy Newman, Sell Away, $6.99 for Randy Newman, Sell Away. Roger Daltrey, One of the Boys, $6.99 for Roger Daltrey, One of the Boys. Warren Zevon, Bad Luck Streak and Dancing School. This is $6.99. Nick says he's at 13 and 13. Sherry and Tawana, you're both out. He's at 13 and 13. The Doobies, Living on the Fault Line, $6.99 on the Doobies. Mel Webster wants Warren Zevon. That's sold to Mel Webster. Spirit Feedback is $6.99. So is Laura Nero, The First Songs, $6.99. Linda Ronstadt, Mad Love, $6.99. Sherry Darnell is back in on the Birds at 15. So Nick, you're out. Secret Life of Harper's Bazaar. Secret Life of Harper's Bazaar is $6.99. Elton John, Victim of Love, that is $6.99. And Justin Hayward, Songwriter, a very super clean, nice copy. Justin Hayward of the Moody Blues, 1977. Tawana's in on Cream at 14. Nick, you're back out on both of them, 15 and 14. I'm going to run through these titles one more time. That was some great stuff at $6.99. If you're just hopping on, everything in here, even the $30 records, $6.99. They're not $30 records anymore. They're $6.99. Take them. Enjoy them. If not, I'm probably going to add to it and then post them in the group later, early this morning. I haven't posted a video last night. I've recorded a video and forgot to post it last night. I won't forget this morning. He's out on both, but Sherry's back in on Cream. So Sherry has the Birds at 15 and Cream for 15. And then I'm probably going to do a crate from Saturday night. That's going to be a recap of Buy It Now Best Offer. That's our agenda for the rest of part 2 here. Thanks for coming back. Here's what's left for $6.99. Richie Haven, Stonehenge. Beaver and Krause, Gandharva. Eddie Kendricks, Vintage 78. Kiki D, Patterns. The Doobie Brothers, Living on the Fault Line. Ian Matthews, Hit and Run. Ian Thomas Band, Goodnight Mizra's Calabash. Gary U.S. Bonds, Dedication. I Remember Russ, Jerry Vale. Leroy Van Dyke, Country Hits. Peter, Paul, and Mary, these are all $6.99. Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, Let's Go. The Jolson Story, Memories. The Everly Brothers, It's Everly Time. Linda Ronstadt, Simple Dreams. Gene Pitney Story. Carole King, Touch the Sky. That was in shrink wrap. Michael Ruff, Once in a Lifetime. Shout It Out, BT Express. John Denver, It's About Time. The Monkees, Headquarters. Boz Scaggs, Down to Then Left. Danny Johnson and the Bandits. The Pure Sounds of the Purified, James and Bobby. Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Toto, Turn Back. Jethro Tull, Minstrel in the Gallery. Doug Kershaw and Shrink Wrap. George Lyle says he'll take the Carole King. George Lyle is going to get the Carole King. That's sold to George Lyle, $6.99. Sherry Darnell gets the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band for $6.99. Tawana Bennett gets Crosby, Stills, and Nash for $6.99. And Tanner, we're going to end a couple auctions too. Both are going to Sherry Darnell. Both of these are going to Sherry Darnell for $15. She gets the Birds for $15, and she gets Live Cream for $15. Let's put up 2 new auctions. Let's see what I've got over here. Let's do the let's do an Eric Clapton, No Reason to Cry, $7 start on Eric Clapton, No Reason to Cry, and the Impressions. And I'll go ahead and tell you, this was originally more than $30. $7 start on those two. So there's two more auctions for those. $7 start on those. Doug Kershaw was the last one at $6.99. Carole King, Rhymes and Reasons was $6.99. Randy Newman, Sell Away, $6.99. Roger Daltrey, One of the Boys, that's $6.99. The Doobies, Living on the Fault Line. Spirit Feedback. Laura Nero, The First Songs. Linda Ronstadt, Mad Love. The Secret Life of Harper's Bazaar. Elton John, Victim of Love. And Justin Hayward, Songwriter. Todd Tipton wants Spirit. These are all $6.99. Spirit, so did Todd Tipton. Justin Hayward, Elton John, Harper's Bazaar, Linda Ronstadt, Laura Nero, Doobies, Roger Daltrey, Randy Newman, Carole King, Doug Kershaw, Tull, Toto, James and Bobby, Danny Johnson, Bob Skaggs, The Monkees, John Denver, BT Express, Michael Ruff, Gene Pitney, Linda Ronstadt, Everly Brothers, The Jolson Story, Peter, Paul and Mary, Leroy Van Dyke, Country Hits, I Remember Russ, Jerry Vale, Gary U.S. Bonds, Ian Thomas, Ian Matthews, Doobie Brothers, Kiki D, Eddie Kendricks, Beaver and Krause, and Richie Havens. Scott Snee wants the Toto Turn Back. So does Scott Snee, and Joe Zanelli on Justin Hayward. Looking for $7 starts for Eric Clapton, No Reason to Cry. No condition notes on this. Super clean with the original inner sleeve, near mint minus vinyl. And then the Impressions. This album contains the hit song, It's All Right. This is an Impressions album. Original inner sleeve, super clean, ABC Paramount, about a VG Plus cover. Those are $7 starts. Okay, let's find our next crate. Let's find our next crate here. And or something pretty recent, like I see a crate over here with a very nice Crosby, Stills and Nash. Let me see if I don't know if I went back through this a second time. Let's see here. Katrina and the Waves, Sade. It's got some interesting stuff in it. I want to say, let's see what's underneath it. Underneath it is Vanilla Fudge, Neil Young, Bob. Yeah, let's go through this one. I think that was pretty much one of the first or early crates from Saturday night, which is very nice. John Smetzer bid first on the Impressions on 7. So did Larry Smith. So Larry, you're second on the Impressions at 7. And Shane Devers bid 8 on Eric Clapton. Yeah, so I'm going to go through a crate on Saturday night. And before they get put in the bins in the back, and it may be a while before we see them again, these are buy it now, best offer. So buy it now, best offer opportunity for some stuff as recent as Saturday night. But if you wasn't probably on late, you may have not seen some of these. So let me get these in here where we can get to them. Looking for 59s and 60s. For release years, well, there's probably something in this crate. Eric Clapton, No Reason to Cry, is at $7 with Shane Devers, going once, going twice. And the Impressions is at $9. Okay, so everything in here, buy it now, best offer. Now, I will say, like these really hadn't been put out. They've been stacked over here by the front door, but they are buy it now, best offer. Honeymoon Suite is $24.99. Honeymoon Suite, $24.99. Honey, we had Honeymoon Suite, and we had Honey, Love is Hard. That's from 2016, $9.99. 12-inch single from Kool and the Gang, Fresh and Fresh. That's the remix and the dance mix, $19.99. The Impressions is at $10 with Larry Smith. Kenny G, Silhouette, $14.99 for Kenny G, Silhouette. And Sheena Easton, The Lover in Me. Sheena Easton is $9.99. Kenny G, Duo Tones, $14.99 for Kenny G. Marshall Crenshaw, Field Day. Marshall Crenshaw is $19.99. We also have Neil Young, Harvest, and this was $29.99, and it was a super nice copy. Neil Young, Harvest, $29.99. Kennedy Speaks, The Torch Has Been Passed. John F. Kennedy, there he is, $19.99 for John F. Kennedy Speaks. We have Jefferson Starship, Nuclear Furniture, $14.99 for Jefferson Starship Nuclear Furniture and Jefferson Starship Modern Times. Those are both $14.99. Garland Jeffrey, American Boy and Girl, that's $9.99. And Simon and Garfunkel, Bridge Over Troubled Water, $14.99. Sherry said she'd give 10 for Kennedy Speaks. I think you mean 15, right? I'll take $15 for that one. Neil Young, Comes a Time, $34.99 for Neil Young, Comes a Time. Blue Jug is $19.99. That's a Capricorn Records release from 1975. And Blondie, Parallel Lines. That's a 78 Terre Haute OG, $39.99 with the original inner sleeve. Blondie, Parallel lines, $39.99. John Smetzer, let me know if you're in or out on the impressions because Larry Smith has that for 10. We're going to go ahead and give Shane Devers. I should just left that back into the. I should just left that in the $6.99 bin. Eric Clapton is sold for $7 to Shane Devers. Arthur said he'd give $25 for Blondie. I think you mean 32 for that, Arthur, right? 32 on that for Blondie Parallel Lines is my counter offer. Thunder headphones for cows, $14.99. Thunder headphones for cows. Jeffrey Morgan by UB40, $19.99. UB40, and we have Crosby, Stills, and Nash, Deja Vu. The guy from Wisconsin, I think, loved this album as much as I did. I don't know how many near mint Deja Vus we have, but just a lot more than usual. $34.99. They're just, we have them, I think, and I saw 2 or 3 in the back going through the bins. There for a while, we just, it was like a challenge to find these in like really high grade. We just always had VG or VG plus copies. I think we got 5 or 6 laying around near mint. Vicky said she'd give 10 for Thunder. Now that's an offer I can live with. I think we didn't get together on the Blondie or the Kennedy. The Impressions is at 11, so Larry Smith, you're out. John has bid 11 on the Impressions. The Kinks Think Visual is $14.99. The Kinks Think Visual is $14.99. The Kinks Word of Mouth, back-to-back Kinks album, that one's $14.99. Johnny Russell, Mr. Entertainer. Johnny Russell is $9.99. Charlie Daniels, Saddle Tramp, $24.99 for Charlie Daniels Saddle Tramp. Super nice copy on the orange Epic label there. Ricky Lee Jones, Flying Cowboys. Ricky Lee Jones is $14.99. Billy Joel, Street Life Serenade. Billy Joel is $14.99. And Billy Joel, An Innocent Man, $14.99. Billy Joel, $14.99. The Police, Every Breath You Take. This is the Police Greatest Hit singles with the original inner sleeve. $39.99 for the Police, Every Breath You Take. Mike Oldfield's Tubular Bells. There's another one, $14.99. We have Blue Oyster Cult, On Your Feet or On Your Knees. That is $34.99. Both Kings. Let me see what I had that other one marked. I will do $25 for both of these, Dan Benedict. $25 for both of those. Very nice copies. Larry says he's out on the Impressions, so let's sell that to John Smetzer for $11. The Impressions is sold to John Smetzer for $11. Michael Jackson Thriller is near mint gatefold with the original inner sleeve, $34.99. Dick Tracy, The Sounds of Silence, that is $19.99 with some kind of press letter in it, $19.99. Dan said $23. Okay, those are both sold to Dan Benedict for $23. Jimi Hendrix, Jimmy, this is some kind of Pickwick compilation. The top seam is split, $19.99 on Jimi Hendrix. Ramatam, In April Came the Dawning of the Red Suns. That is $19.99 for Ramatam. The Kinks' Greatest Hits, that is $19.99. And we have Bob Marley, Exodus. That's a VG copy, $19.99 for Bob Marley, Exodus. This is VG, $19.99. Both Kenny G's for $20. Kenny G and Kenny G. Sell those to Carol Seeley for $20. Mel said Kinks, $15. Kinks' Greatest Hits. Sell that to Mel Webster for $15. Dr. Hook, Sloppy Seconds. This is what somebody asked about. They asked me to pull that. Autumn or somebody. I think we have a sticky note for it. Rare Earth in Concert, VG Plus, $19.99. C-Train is a VG copy for $9.99. The Other Side of Jimmy Smith, EX, $17.99. Goldwater for President, Barry Goldwater, VG Plus, $14.99. Neil Young, Landing on Water, VG Plus, $14.99. The Best of Louis Jordan, that's a 2LP gatefold, $26.99. No condition notes on that one. Lou Reed Live, $29.99. George Delisle said he'd give $15 for Jimmy Smith. Sell that to George Delisle. Alabama The Touch, shrink wrap and hop sticker, just $12.99. Boomtown Rats, a tonic for the troops, and that is sealed, unopened. Boomtown Rats, $24.99. The Marvelettes Anthology from Motown, $19.99. The Chase and the Sanborn 101st Anniversary Show presents Fred Allen, $14.99. $14.99. Simon and Garfunkel. This one was really nice. Bridge Over Troubled Water, shrink wrap and hop stickers, $19.99. Kennedy for $12. I guess. Sell this to Sherry Martell for $12. $12. Tawana said NY11. NY was Neil Young, Landing on Water. Sell that to Tawana for $11. Bob Marley was a VG copy. Who asked that? Troy? Bob Marley was a VG copy for $19.99. We might want to message John Nazarko and let him know he's watching the wrong feed. He's bidding on the B-52s from earlier tonight. Bob Marley is a VG for $19.99. Next is Arthur, offered $15 for Boomtown Rats. Arthur, I think you meant $20, right? Sell Mel Webster, Simon & Garfunkel for $14.99. And Kenny the Police would be $35 if you want that, $35. Walt Disney Productions presents the story of the Rescuers, $24.99. That's another really nice Disney record, in with that other batch we had tonight. And so is Dumbo, and that one's $34.99. Troy says $15 on Bob Marley. I'm going to say yes, just because it's a VG copy. That, of course, near mint should be about 3 times as much. Also, Television's Greatest Hits, $29.99. You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown is $29.99. Hank Williams Jr.'s 14 Greatest Hits, $24.99. And Vanilla Fudge, self-titled, but of course with the hit song, You Keep Me Hanging On. Vanilla Fudge, $24.99. Yeah, who was that? Brooks Valder? Brooks Valder, that's what I thought. Autumn or Brooks, somebody in that neighborhood. All right. Todd said he'd give $18 for Honeymoon Suite. Sold. Best price on Charlie Daniels Saddle Tramp. How about $18 on that one as well? 18 on that. Tammy said she'd give $40 for both of the Disney records. Tammy, that would be $50 for both of those, and that would be $10 off, and that's the best price. I'll go ahead and tell you, these Disney and high grade are just exceptionally nice. Scott Joachim Staller said he'll take it, and that was Charlie Daniels at 18. Joe Zanelli needs to put back the $6.99 Justin Hayward, but he will take the Ricky Lee Jones that's in this crate. So give Joe Zanelli this one, but put back Justin Hayward. Tammy, you know you need these. The Rescuers and Dumbo, mint Disney records, just kind of uncommon. That was sticker on that one. Okay. Sticker on that one. Those are both 18. 45. I think you misunderstood me. I'm pretty sure I said 50. Best price. Okay. What do we have? Let's go through the titles. I'm going to read them from the front back this time. Everything in here was buy it now, best offer. So if you need a price, let me know. We have Vanilla Fudge, Hank Williams Jr.'s Greatest Hits, You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, Television's Greatest Hits. The Chase and Sanborn presents Fred Allen, the Marvelettes Anthology, Boomtown Rats. I'm waiting for Arthur that said, sure, Chad, I'll take that for $20. Alabama The Touch, Lou Reed Live, The Best of Louis Jordan, Goldwater for President, C-Train, Rare Earth in Concert, Ramatam, Jimi Hendrix, Dick Tracy. We have Michael Jackson Thriller, Blue Oyster Cult, Mike Oldfield, Tubular Bells. The Police, I think I told somebody 35 on that. I can't believe it didn't already sell for $39.99. Billy Joel's still available. Also, Billy Joel's still available. Johnny Russell, Crosby, Stills, and Nash, perfect copy. UB40, Blondie, Parallel Lines. I'm waiting for Arthur Prosser to say yes for $32 on that. Michael Jackson was $34.99. We still got Blue Jug, Neil Young, Simon & Garfunkel, Garland Jeffries, Jefferson Starship, Marshall Crenshaw, Sheena Easton, Cool and the Gang, and Honey. Great titles in that. That was a quick recap for some stuff from Saturday night. Brian Sanders, how much was Blue Jug? Blue Jug is $19.99. Very clean copy on this Capricorn label. $19.99 on that. The two Billy Joel albums were $14.99. That was Innocent Man and Street Life Serenade. $14.99 on those. Waiting for Tammy to say, sure, Chad, that's a fantastic deal. I'll take both of those for $50. John says he'll give $10 for Innocent Man. Go ahead and sell that to John Ambrosic for $10. Vanilla Fudge, Hank Williams Jr., Charlie Brown, TV, some of those records right up front I thought should be gone too. They're still hanging around though. The other night I made like this crate of incredible stuff. It was like, I can't believe this didn't sell. I think we went through it, but I never did really do buy it now, best offer on it. I may just read some titles in there, go ahead and show you some stuff, but there are really good records in this crate, and that probably will be our last crate of the night. Can I get Piano Man earlier for $15? You can. I'm just going to have to find it, though. But I feel like I can find it. Yeah, this was a crate I assembled of like some of the best titles that I could find in the bins, as far as not necessarily price, but just like historically great and desirable titles. And how do you take payment? We send you an invoice through Square. We use Square as a payment processor. I think they're the best payment processor in the country. But we send you an invoice. Anything you buy all week, it ships for $7. It ships for $7. So, okay, so I'm going to recap some stuff from this crate very quickly, tell you price on a few of them. Neil Young, everybody knows this is nowhere. I'll go ahead and take some offers. I mean, these are some, I think the first time I was like, here they are. I think I maybe took a couple offers, but it was that PayPal. We just don't take PayPal, no, but there is a way you can pay your invoice through PayPal somehow. You can get that set up, but no, we don't take PayPal directly. We send you an invoice, and then you can figure out how to pay it however you want. So you can, like I said, I think some people end up getting a PayPal debit card, so it's a lot easier to pay their invoice. But we send you the invoice, and we take any credit or debit card. So that's how that works. Blue Jug, Dale Sanders. I will take $15 for Blue Jug. And make sure we put Stephen Chesney down for Piano Man. I'll have to find that. I know exactly where it is. It's in one of these. Let me go ahead and tell the prices on some of these. Neil Young is $34.99. Everybody knows this is nowhere. $34.99. Simply Red, a new flame, is $24.99. That's in shrink wrap and hop sticker. But Darlene, if you buy something, there is instructions on how to pay with PayPal in there. There's a kind of a loophole, but that's how that works. Mel Webster said 28 on Neil. Sold. What a great album. James Taylor's Greatest Hits, $34.99. These are all buy it now best offer, and if they're in this crate, they're really nice. These were also hand selected by me. James Taylor's Greatest Hits, $34.99. That's some incredible stuff. Rod Stewart and Faces Live, Coast to Coast. Also great track listing on that one, $34.99. Rupert Holmes, Partners in Crime. This is the Pina Colada song, $9.99 on Rupert Holmes. Steely Dan Gaucho, super nice copy for $34.99. Buckingham Nicks, I need to put that in the high-end bin. Buckingham Nicks is $129.99. $129.99. REO Speedwagon, you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. That is $19.99. REO Speedwagon, I got 2 copies in here. $19.99, you can tune a piano. Genesis is in shrink wrap. This is called In the Beginning. Genesis is a Blue London compilation. It is near mint. That's an early Genesis comp, $24.99. Led Zeppelin 4 is a 71 Richmond press, VG Plus condition, $44.99. And Don't Shoot Me, I'm Only the Piano Player, a very nice Elton John MCA with the booklet, $24.99. J.J. Wilson wants Jethro Tull from the $6.99 crate. I was waiting for somebody to claim that. This is sold to J.J. Wilson for $6.99. Elton John is an incredible album, loaded with hits, including Crocodile Rock and High Flying Bird, which is one of my favorites. I don't know if that's more so a hit, but you've definitely heard Danielle and Elderberry Wine. That's $24.99. Very nice LP there. Foreigner 4, $22.99. Urgent Jukebox Hero, Waiting for a Girl Like You. That is $22.99. Todd Tipton, REO Speedwagons, I'll do $15. They're pretty much identical. They're the black and blue Epic label, $15 on those. And John Ambrosic, Simply Red, a new flame, shrink wrap and hop, $24.99 on Simply Red. AC/DC, Back in Black. This is a 2003 remaster, $34.99. It's still in shrink wrap, has the original inner sleeve, $34.99 on Back in Black. Deep Purple Machine Head, $34.99. That's a 1980s pressing with the insert, $34.99 on that, $34.99. Gordon Lightfoot, The Summer Side of Life, VG Plus, $14.99. And we have Aerosmith, Get Your Wings, $29.99 on Aerosmith, Get Your Wings. Super duper clean copy. It's definitely a repress or a reissue because it has a barcode on the back, but it is very nice. Simply Red, John Ambrosic gets that for $18. So that was J.J. Wilson's for $6.99. This is John Ambrosic's for $18. We're going to give Todd Tipton and REO Speedwagon for $15. And then Amy Hutchings put UBDO. UBDO. And that was, I'm still trying to figure that one out. What was UDBO? Unless I'm UDBO. Ubedio. Maybe I'm not reading it fast enough. Ubedio. I still don't know what that is. Maybe she'll let us know. Next is Led Zeppelin, In Through the Outdoor. We sold a mint copy the other night with the brown paper bag. The only thing this is missing is the brown paper bag. It's very nice. It does have a punch hole in it. It's $34.99. $34.99. She meant UB40. Okay, so that was probably from that last crate, right? I'll make sure that's correct. Hendry said he will take the Cars Every Breath You Take compilation from that last crate for $34.99. Let's find that and pull it for him. $34.99, and that was the Cars Every Breath You Take, the singles. Roxanne, I should have read the track listing. Can't Stand Losing You, Don't Stand So Close to Me, Da-Do-Da-Da. That's $34.99 to Hendry. We have Led Zeppelin Coda, back-to-back Zeppelin albums, $39.99 for Coda. There's also a copy of I need to get all these together. It's incredible, honestly, how many vintage Zeppelin albums we have in stock. This is where we've bought so many incredible collections. But usually, I mean, the Dallas collection, he had this many Led Zeppelin 4s. He had this many Led Zeppelin 2s on a shelf. I don't know if y'all remember when we posted pictures of that, but I think he had 40, 50 copies of Led Zeppelin 2. I've got pictures. It was incredible, and he had like 6 or 7 RL pressings. But this guy was a record hoarder. So Coda, there was about a foot of shelf space for just copies of Coda. That's why we have usually Zeppelin's far and few in between. Even though they were a multi-platinum artist, they're just kind of dried up out there in collections. A lot of people don't let them go, like y'all, after you buy them. This is the Hall & Oates Greatest Hits. This is VG Plus $14.99. The Police, Not the Cars, bro. I'm not for sure what JJ is. I might have called it the Cars. My bad. Grateful Dead, EX $74.99. You got to throw me a bone every now and then. The Grateful Dead, Europe 72. That was EX $74.99. EX $74.99. And Charlie Daniels Band, Fire on the Mountain, $24.99. I will admit, sometimes I do make mistakes. I wish I was a robot, but I'm not. Charlie Daniels, Fire on the Mountain, $24.99. Incense and Peppermints, a Strawberry Alarm Clock. This is VG Plus, $34.99. Surprised that's still laying around. Incense and Peppermints. Arthur Prosser says he'll give $55 on the Grateful Dead. Now, Arthur, I'll take that offer. That's sold to Arthur for $55. The Best of the Guess Who. This is a VG copy for $9.99. That's an Orange Epic label. Tawana says 11 on Hall & Oates. Sell that to Tawana for $11. Thank you. ABBA's Greatest Hits is $19.99. ABBA's Greatest Hits is $19.99. And the Doobie Brothers, Minute by Minute, is in shrink wrap, $14.99. $14.99, Minute by Minute. That's a nice copy. Queen, A Night at the Opera, is $34.99 for Queen, A Night at the Opera, gatefold with the original inner sleeve. That is $34.99. Heart Magazine is $19.99 in shrink wrap for Heart Magazine. Kiss Destroyer, EX, $39.99. It's a 1985 pressing. Overall, it's very nice, except for this tape, and that's probably why it hadn't sold. If anybody wants to make a fair offer, I'll go ahead and move it along. The vinyl is super nice. Did we put EX on it? Yeah, it is EX. Very nice. Very, very nice. And that is Kiss Destroyer. Let's see here. Do you have a lesser graded copy of Led Zeppelin 4? I don't think. There's maybe another one in this bin. I'll go ahead and pull it. It's actually more. It's an OG that's higher grade. $63.99 on that one. So no, I don't. I'm sure we do. Usually when we put out the VG copies of Zeppelin albums that are like $15 and $10 and $20, those get gone even quicker than the higher grade stuff because they're just a little bit cheaper. But no. Kiss is $39.99, Tammy. That's a 1985 EX, $39.99. The Rolling Stones is $39.99 for Between the Buttons. Super nice German copy. It's definitely a reissue, but it's a vintage reissue, $39.99. Marillion, Misplaced Childhood. Marillion is $39.99 for Misplaced Childhood. Grateful Dead, American Beauty, a 1970 Terre Haute, a VG copy for $34.99. American Beauty, that's a VG copy for $34.99. Rush 2112, wow, still in the bin, $39.99. That's an 83 press of Rush 2112. We also have Get Out of My Room, Cheech and Chong, $24.99 for Cheech and Chong, and Talking Heads, Stop Making Sense, $54.99. That's one of those like curated crates of just like great titles. I need to keep that up here like by the front counter or something and just tell people, hey, look through these. There's probably something in here you've been looking for. So any other offers on anything in there? If you got something on your mind, let me know. Carol Seeley said she'll take the Grateful Dead American Beauty. Thank you. VG, $34.99. I still got the Taiwan pressing of that for any Dead collectors watching. I still have, we had a near mint copy we auctioned. I knew that one was in the bin. And then we have a Taiwan pressing. It's Taiwan, but for those looking for variants of Grateful Dead albums, Genesis, $20. And that was Genesis in the beginning, right? This is Todd Tipton's. Go ahead and sell that to Todd for $20. Nick said he'd get $14 for Cheech and Chong. Nick, I haven't had anybody else make an offer on that. I'm going to go ahead and sell it to you for $14.99. Have you ever come to send copies in the morning to make a prayer needs by the doors? Yes, we've had that before. Haven't had one maybe in a little bit, but we have it. Okay, Blue Jug. Somebody passed on that earlier. I said $15, a Capricorn release. If it's on Capricorn, that's probably Southern Rock or Country Rock, something of that neighborhood. I'm going to put that right back here. Still got the records in the last bin, and I'm just waiting for entertaining offers on this. And that might be where we stop for the night. Even though y'all were buying pretty steadily, right, Tanner? I don't know if we need to stop or not. I'm going to see what everybody says. Any request on new vinyl? Does anybody need Rolling Stones, Bridges of Babylon, or Queen Kind of Magic? I might even cut you a deal on them. Tom Petty, Into the Great Wide Open, Ozzy, AC/DC, Black Sabbath, Kiss, Megadeth. I got Warrant. I have soundtracks, new soundtracks. I got folk and Americana and country. Hey, Seth's saving me some honey bun cake. He came through with a big old frown face on his face. I knew you'd come through on that, Seth. I really appreciate you. Let's see. I got some CDs. Oh, it's for Tanner. Well, if he eats all that, he'll go into a coma. I'm gonna put some cassettes on sale in the group. Make sure you're in our private group for anybody watching. Make sure you're in our private group. Let's see. Let me do some Beatles magazines. I'm gonna do a blowout on a few Beatles magazines here. These are pretty cool. How many do I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 Beatles magazines. I got 5 Beatles magazines for $22. 5 Beatles magazines for $22. These are first one to claim them, $22. John Lennon Tribute, which we had $7 on. An Original Circus magazine from 1978, which we had $7 on. A Hit Parader magazine from 1969, which we had $7 on. A Rolling Stone with Paul McCartney on it from 2012, which we had $5 on. And then this is an original 60s era magazine that we had $25 on. And this is all from the Atlanta collection. So that's 5 Beatles magazines for $22. And that's an original. That's probably, that's 1965. And then Paul McCartney, 2012, Rolling Stone. Hit Parader, 69. With John Lennon on the cover, Circus magazine with Wings, Paul and Linda, and then a John Lennon tribute from 1980, and then Rolling Stone again with Paul McCartney. This is $22 for all those. Let me see what I missed in the comments. One more sale crate, one more Saturday crate. Craig must be looking for something. Any other Tom Petty? I have lots of new Tom Petty LPs. Pre-sales coming Friday. Yes, the new Greta Van Fleet's out this week. And there's another big one coming out. Jim Croce, a lot of people pre-ordered that one. Rolling Stone Sticky Fingers. Are you looking for new or original, Craig? Frankie Valli, soundtracks, and Arthur says he'll take the magazines. Arthur, sell these to Arthur Prosser for $22. That's pretty cool. Let me go grab another handful of those while I read off the Tom Petty titles. Tom Petty is Into the Great Wide Open. These are all new and sealed. Tom Petty, Into the Great Wide Open. Let Me Up, I've Had Enough. Highway Companion, Southern Harvest, You're Gonna Get It, The Last DJ, The Hard Promises, Long After Dark, Wildflowers, Damn the Torpedoes. This one is Echo, Tom Petty Echo, Angel Dream soundtrack, Hypnotic Eye. Boy, we got a bunch of them. And we have the Traveling Wilburys in stock as well. We have the Traveling Wilburys in stock as well. Let's see what we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 5 more vintage Beatles magazines. These are going to be $20. $20 for these. $20 for these. We have a tribute to John Lennon. That's from 1980. A tribute to John Lennon. We have People magazine with Ringo on the cover, 1989. People magazine, another one with Ringo on the cover from 1977. We have International Musician and Recording World magazine from 1983 with Paul McCartney on the cover. And we have Sick magazine, September, issue number 70. That one we had marked originally for 10. We had those marked 10, 10, 7, 7, and 7. All those Beatles magazines for $20. All those for $20. I've got stacks and stacks and boxes and boxes and tubs of those. $20 on those. Okay, let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Disney 47, new Blur. I don't know if I even pre-ordered that. I probably should. Vintage Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Nothing on vinyl. I do have some toys, though. And Disney for $47. How much is Tom Petty Echo? I guess we'll go ahead and sell Tammy Hinkle these Disney magazines or Disney records for $47. She is one of the big Disney and Star Wars collectors we sell to. So sell these to Tammy for $47. I'll put something else on sale if I can get somebody to buy those Beatles magazines for $20. And Tom Petty Echo. Tom Petty Echo was $29.99. New and sealed gatefold. Is this a 2LP? It feels like there's something else in here. Yeah, I think it's a 2LP. Dan Benedict, that is $29.99. Tom Petty Echo. Seth is walking out the door with his duffel bag of food, and he's got an entire Home Depot box full of cakes and pies. This man travels like in something. See you at 6 o'clock in the morning. All right. Let's see. Tammy got those for $47, and Dan Benedict says he'll take Tom Petty Echo at stickers. So $47 on the Disney albums for Tammy, $29.99 sticker on that for Dan, and Julie says, bye, Seth Hackett. My mom's awake. Mom, what are you doing awake? All right. No one bid on the second batch of the Beatles magazines. That's unfortunate. Nick, let me see if I got you another copy of Echo. I don't know if I do have another copy of Echo, but I will check. I think I only had one copy of Echo. The other one you probably should grab that usually goes out of print is Highway Companion. I'll show you some of the later Tom Petty albums that aren't normally available. So let me show you these. We have Highway Companion. Highway Companion is $29.99. We've had OGs of that for over $200 before. We had The Last DJ is $29.99. And then Wildflowers, of course, we've sold, I think I had a sealed copy of this we sold for, one of the few records we've sold for 4 digits. We had a sealed original that we sold for over 1,000 before at auction. So that's $44.99. I don't have anything by Dan and Shay, but I probably need to, Tammy. That's a good thing to write down. I hadn't ordered their stuff in a while. Dan and Shay. The new soundtracks I have, the bin's getting thinner. I've got the 8 Mile soundtrack, the FM soundtrack, Gold Member soundtrack, Godfather 3, Lion King, Bleach, Anime, Hellboy, another Godfather 3, Spider-Man, Forrest Gump, The Iron Man, Stranger Things Season 4, Trainspotting, Stranger Things Season 4 score music, music from RuneScape, Matrix, Black Panther, and Where the Crawdads Sing, which has a song by Taylor Swift on it, unique to that album. So, Blur album is called Ballad of Darien. I'll have to check on that. I don't have anything by Twilight. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys, I will figure out what I have for you. Who asked for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Brandon Lack, I'll let you know what I have in stock on toys. Nobody wants the Beatles mags. John Lennon, Paul on the cover, Ringo, and the John Lennon tribute mag. $20 on those. Sherry Darnell wants the Last DJ. Sherry, you've got it. Last DJ, Tom Petty. So does Sherry Darnell. I'm going to put Wildflowers and that back in the bin. And if that will be all for tonight, Final call on our cleaning supplies. Does anybody need a cleaning cloth for $4.99? Vinyl style cleaning cloths. I've also got the vinyl style ultimate record care kit for $39.99, and I have this little bit cheaper one with just the brush and fluid, no stylus cleaner. That one was $24.99. So $24.99. John Smetzer wants a cleaning cloth. I'll probably show these again tomorrow, but just final call on those. There's one for John Smetzer, $4.99. They are lubricated, and we use them all. I've been using them for years here. We've restocked them dozens and dozens of times. Okay. We'll be back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock Central Time is when we will return. We've had a great night. We're going to have another great night tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow, we're probably going to do coins and knives, right? 8 o'clock for coins and knives. So yes, 8 o'clock tomorrow with coins and knives. 8 o'clock Central Time for you coin and knife junkies that also buy records. We'll be selling case pocket knives, new stock and inventory, and coins and knives. We got a lot of silver and bullion. If you've never watched before, it's fun. If you are an investor of random stuff, we have coins and silver. We have a lot of people who invest in bullion and gold and silver with us, and we hook them up with that. We'll have vintage coins. We'll have silver dollars, silver eagles. We'll have collectible silver. I'll have currency. I'll have old $5 bills. I'll have old $2 bills. I'll have old $1 bills. I even might bring out some Zippo lighters if you need a Zippo lighter. Please tune in. There'll be some pretty cool collectible stuff. Nigel, thank you. Nigel's going to take the Beatles magazines for $20. Thank you. I've got a lot more of those, Nigel, and whoever all bought the other one, Arthur. I'll show some more of those. I've been meaning to get all those together and put them on sale because I'm about to price some new ones. I don't have anything by Nine Ice Kills. I don't have anything by them, unfortunately. Okay, thanks everybody for watching. Have a good night. See you tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Please tune in to Coins and Knives. I'll be posting about it in the group. I try to get y'all watching. I really like it when the record buyers tune in. It helps our viewership. And not only that, I might convince you to buy an early Christmas gift for somebody. You can't go wrong with a case knife for a man or a woman for a gift, whether it's a birthday or early Christmas shopping. And then you can definitely never go wrong buying silver coins, ever. I promise you that. So I don't have any Yellowstones, Tammy. How do we get free stickers? Free? That is, I don't know what that word means. But if you want a sticker, you can buy something and it may or may not show up in your package. That's how stickers work, Jerry. Free stickers. What in the world is a free sticker? Now, if you buy something, you may or may not get one in your package. So that's how that works. So anything else? Yellowstone. Tammy, I'll see if I can order those, but I'm pretty sure the Yellowstone soundtracks were exclusives only at Barnes & Noble. So if you go to a Barnes & Noble, you may get lucky and see them on the bins, but I think they're out of print. And the ones that we have, we've got in collections. People have traded them into us. So that's how we've ended up with those. And that's why we've had them. All right. Anybody else? Okay. I'm hitting the button. Thank y'all.